We out of GT with a bamba boy, and everybody know we run the country. Lord, we out of GT with a bamba boy, and now we got the GT money.
Oh, we just rum dance all and we pack party. Kapach and cracker jack, we in a category. And anything we do, the radio station have a play. Cause people in the party just a ball, hooray. We from GT and then we love ladies. And them rush we when we come a party. But look, we jump on your mic, we make your party alright. I read the movie, I sing it, make you bubble and think.
We out of GT with a bamba boy, and everybody know we run the country. Lord, we out of GT with a bamba boy, and now we get the GT money. I saw me bound to grow, missy in a pleasant. Since I was a youth, I was a ram dance man. Bound to grow in a Victoria. In Granny say, why you better be a singer? Have a house, missy in a pleasant. Watches have a house of Victoria back down. Have a minibus, I walk the city. Watches have a cold man, it may walk the country. We out of GT, but a bye. Everybody know we run the country. Like I me say, we out of GT, hey, and now we get the GT money. Some are DJ and some are singer.
And when you check them out, you find them a small timer.
We are DJ and we are singer.
And when they check we out, them find we a big timer.
Now the time has come and you must show up, you know.
So listen to we music and go dance by your toe.
They couldn't touch me no matter how they try.
So if them say they rank with me, I lie, them I lie.
Come Mr. Pacha, rock this I want, eh. Come Mr. Pacha, beg your rock and come on, eh.
Come Kakaja, sing this ya one. After this ya one, you do it one by one.
We out of GT, with a bamba boy, and everybody know we run the country. Lord, we out of GT, with a bamba boy, and now we get the GT. We out of GT with a bamba boy, and everybody know we run the country. Lord, we out of GT with a bamba boy, and now we got the GT money.
Oh, we just rum dance all and we pack party. Kapach and cracker jack, we in a category. And anything we do, the radio station have a play. Cause people in the party just a ball, hooray. We from GT and then we love ladies. And them rush we when we come a party. But look, we jump on your mic, we make your party alright. I read the movie, I sing it, make you bubble and think.
We out of GT.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness, aye. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Migrants, we have to gather round, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Ben's cap the pon the radio, lively up the program. Everybody call somebody and let them turn and tune and pon the radio and catch the boom song. We boom it up already, we have to boom it up again. Expose and reveal him. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskap, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskap, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskap, straight up from the root. Mark Benskap, who tell the truth? Mark Benskap, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskap, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskap, straight up from the root. Mark Benskap, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskap stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom, who tell the truth? Mark Benskap, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskap, radio station is the truth. Mark Benskap, straight up from the root. Mark Benskap, who tell the truth? Mark Benskap, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskap, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskap, straight up from the root. Mark Benskap.
And you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%. Yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public face. Then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fair with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment. And you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows. One set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up.
All right, you know, the usual thing, everybody is fed up. If you're not fed up, it means that you're part of the enabling team. If you are not fed up, if you take a look at what's happening in Guyana, you take a look at all of the regions, what's happening to the people. You take a look into the churches, the Christian churches, and you see the disrespect, all manner of things. Cost of living gone up, corruption in the school system in terms of building of schools and not giving kids an opportunity to go to school in the neighborhood where they're from. They have to walk miles and extend in terms of extra monies at the end of the month for their families, their parents, and especially those single moms, you know, those single parents. It's not easy. And then to hear those in this corrupt PPP regime talk about they care about children, they care about workers. Jack Day, when these guys are suddenly they care about sugar workers. Suddenly they care about the children of the sugar workers. For 23 years, they never give a damn about those sort of things. Bim, you know what I'm talking about. And all those other folks out there at Wynn Village and Letterkenny and all these other villages, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And sometimes it aches me to even listen to the lies of Bharat Jagdeo or even Irfan Ali, or even those who jump to their defense, those so-called influencer. Suddenly, those so-called influencer, them this, them that, them a this, them, all sort of things. You know what it reminds me of? When you're cooking shine rice and you put everything in the pot and you confuse the fire, you confuse the pot and all sort of things, everything. Hey, bring a piece of okra, boy, dash it. Hey, bring a piece of balanje, boy, dash them in there. Hey, bring a piece of sajambaji, dash them in there, right? And so these people who protect the PPP or stand up and defend them, God in heaven knows
what is what is it that they're defending when the evidence is glaring for everybody to see about the corruption in Guyana, the racism in Guyana, the discrimination in Guyana? And so these Pakus, when all of a sudden Facebook has a microphone and a camera, they turn it on and it's bare dotishness. No experience, no qualifications, no nothing. It's just dotishness. Whatever fly out there, this body real, this body that, this body that, this body crit. All you gotta do is just beat a little drum after when they're talking, and you create a nice little beat. You know, they get a guy. I don't know if he's he is what he portrays himself to be, and he sings and he says, he is better than some of these Pakus who like to come after those of us who expose. And you see, they do it and they duck and they hide, right? They don't know what they're talking. They all pay attention to sensible things and people who make sense. Now, having said that, did I say good night to all of you? Now, back to the sugar workers. Jagdale is saying, Jagdale is saying, sounds like I'm saying Jagdale is saying that they cared about sugar workers and that the coalition sent home, knock off, as they say in Guyana, right? About 8,000-9,000, and this thing gone to 15,000, and then it gone to 18,000, then it gone to 20,000. And I'm like, have they closed down the psychiatric ward already at New Amsterdam, Kanji there? Is that because they're planning on closing it down, right? And once they close it down, you know what's going to happen in Freedom House? It's going to be packed at Freedom House, right? And so Jagdale now is saying, he read some article in the Village Voice News, and the Village Voice News is hurting them. The bumps are raising as a result of the articles in the Village Voice News. And I say kudos to Village Voice. Y'all got to pick up a copy or go online, and read the Village Voice. Now, Jagdale bumps raise. His bumps, it doesn't take much to raise his bumps, right? And so he's hurt because the truth hurt. And what is happening is that they're being exposed even more and more and more and more. And so Village Voice has a point. The coalition didn't send home sugar workers because they didn't like sugar workers, and all sorts of people on the quarantine that's cut cane, right? If you're from the quarantine, you know that when you see that cane cutter truck, you see everybody on that cane cutter truck. You see people who have ancestors from India, Africa, and so forth. They cut cane. They cut cane. But now the PPP is attempting again to make it appear that the coalition got into office with an agenda to just knock off sugar workers. Not true. The 5,000 plus that were sent home as a result of negligence of the PPP regime, because remember, the shutting down of the sugar estates started under the PPP regime. Remember that it is Jagdale during his presidency neglected the sugar industry, neglected sugar workers, but yet they continue to pump billions of dollars into the industry as a result of corruption, because that is where they get their political lifeline from. So when they put their friends and cronies to head and in positions at the Gaisuko, guess what? They get fat cat salaries, $35,000-$40,000 US dollars per month. But they're not going to give the sugar workers. Under the PPP regime, they asked them when was the last time or ever they increased the salaries of sugar workers. Ask when have they given sugar workers any sort of concessions, any sort of benefits. The only thing they do to sugar workers in that country is use them. And that is what the PPP does. Use the sugar workers. So when Jack Dave sat at his so-called press conference and lectured to those so-called media people, some of them so-called, mind you, not all, some of them, lectured to them about Gaisuko, he must speak the truth. And there's no one in there at that press conference to challenge him. And that's the sad thing. Nobody's there to challenge him. So he gets away with these things. I wish he can, let him come on straight up. Somebody should tag him and say, if he wants to be interviewed, if he wants real questions to be asked, let him come right here. I got some questions for him. Some real questions for him. And so back to the sugar workers. When the coalition got into office, 96 billion US dollars, Gaisuko was in the hole, a big ditch. That is what the PPP, Jack Day and those guys did to Gaisuko. And so they left Gaisuko almost bankrupt. They left Gaisuko almost broken. Well, broken. They destroyed the sugar estates. They destroyed sugar workers. They only value the PPP sees in sugar workers is that they can go and cut cane. And then they want the PPP, actually Jack Day and them, they don't want sugar workers and their families to live the good life. Jack Day believes that only he, his swines around him, and his boys, subject mark, around him should benefit. Nobody else should benefit. And so when he talks about sugar workers, he doesn't care about them. He never cared, the PPP never cared about the children of those sugar workers. They never care about when or if those young people go to school, the students, the children of the sugar workers. They never cared about them. And so what the coalition had to do was to correct, and quickly so, the mistakes made by the PPP regime, the corruption and all these things, not just in the sugar industry. NIS almost bankrupt under the PPP regime, something that the coalition had to repair, and quickly so. Gaisuko bankrupt under the PPP regime. Sugar estates shut down under the PPP regime. Sugar workers, tear gas, locked up under the PPP regime. They never cared, like I've said, about how those children of sugar workers reach to school, whether they got something to eat or not. For 23 plus years, the PPP never cared about that. They're back in office now, of course, under questionable circumstances. They do not care about the sugar workers nor the sugar workers' family. So don't have Jack Deere pretend to you that the PPP actually cares about sugar workers or that he actually cares about sugar workers. He doesn't. Now, let's remind you guys about Skeldon Sugar Factory. How many of you guys remember Skeldon Sugar Factory? Come on. How many of you? You know what I mean? It's everybody has a classroom. David Hines has his, Politics 101. Paul Stowe has his classroom. This is our bottom house. We ain't got classroom. Paul Stowe has his classroom, doing a great job with Conway. They're the professors. David Hines has his classroom. We have bottom house gaff. So pull your rice bag, pull your pira. Let me see if you guys know what pira is. Pull your chair, pull stuff, and sit down. And let me gaff, bottom house gaff tonight, right? How many of you guys know what Jack Deere did with your money? $200 and something million of your money on something that is a white elephant. How many of you guys remember the sugar factory, the Skeldon Sugar Factory? $200 million. Now, do you know what $200 million would have done for sugar workers? Do you know how much their children would have benefited from that? But Jack Deere didn't care then, and he doesn't care now. So don't let him sit at his so-called press conferences and try to fool you guys, try to brainwash you guys. The evidence is quite clear that he never cared about sugar workers. It was the coalition that bailed the sugar industry out. The sugar industry was in the ICU, the intensive care unit. Billions of dollars given, even though the sugar isn't sweet anymore, even though the sugar industry is dying. The minority president, Donald Ramotar, was a director at Gaisuco. Ask him about that. He will tell you. It's corruption upon corruption upon corruption upon corruption upon corruption. Oh, gosh. Just tired of Jack Dale and his lies. And sometimes I wish the opposition could fight back a little more. And as soon as you say the opposition should fight back, or the opposition should do this, or some of y'all bums just raise quick. It doesn't take much to raise some of y'all bums in the audience, you know. Something little bums raised. The minute y'all hear opposition must do more, boom, big suck teeth in y'all neighborhood. Bench up on the opposition again. Yes, bench up on the opposition again. The opposition could do more. They could do more. It doesn't say that. I'm not saying that they're not doing anything, but they could do more. Oh, gosh. So I got some things. Let's get back to Jack Dale. Let's get back to him. They're taking a beating all over the place. They're spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're just not getting anywhere. Look at NCN. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta laugh at these pacus. Take a look at NCN. Hundreds of millions of your tax-paying dollars pumped into NCN. Another cash cow for PPP guys, PPP supporters, a bunch of incompetent ones too. The PPP hacks. I'm not talking about those who have been there and those who are qualified and those who are experienced. The PPP hacks, they know who they are. But look at 15 minutes into NCN's program. And this is the National Communications Network, you know. They got dishes all over the country, and they make hundreds of millions of dollars in subvention. Hundreds of millions of dollars for NCN. And there are two issues I'm going to bring up here as it pertains to NCN. Now take a look at this. NCN, 15 minutes into the broadcast. How many viewers you guys see there? I just want to see if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. How many viewers locked in to Jack Dale's press conference, a PPP press conference on National Communications Network, your television station? Gloria, get good eyesight. Carla, good eyesight. Let me see who else got good eyesight. Roberta Ray, she try a thing. She said two. Two. I don't like when you guys see me laugh like Auntie, what's her name from Border Market. Good. Two. That's right, guys. Two. Can you guys believe this? Jamal Aziz, Anjali, Abrams, Lynette, and others, and Rajin, Rika, Rockwell. Hi, Rockwell. Two alone. Two. Janice Johnson. Two. Annette Gordon. Two. Bentley Edwards. Two. Wayne Caesar. I know where Wayne going with a math, but 1 + 1. How you expect some watching the show with no 1 + 1? Come on, man. I said two. All right. Good night to Wayne Caesar. Two. And this is an entity, guys, that gets hundreds of millions of dollars of subvention. Two. Look, right now, based on what I'm seeing at my end here, on this program that we're using, we can see an actual figure right now in real time of 1,307. Well, it's gone to 1,380 persons are watching this program right now. The number might be different on the screen, but this is what's going on. But this is television. Two persons watching. And you know who those two persons are? Of course, Kwame is one of them monitoring it. And he probably gets some little buy he put to monitor too. So it's two of them, Kwame and a little Kwame and right? And that's what's happening here. Now the other thing, they're badly bruised. They cannot win social media. They cannot win on the ground. And they are studying, how is it that they're not winning? They're not beating us, even though they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars. They're confused. The other thing is a national communications network. Your station, the People's Station. Why is it that they are airing a party's press conference? This is nothing to do with the government. This is a PPP. Look, it says here, press conference by General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party. I don't know why they still call him doctor. He's not a doctor. He has never gone to school for a PhD. Never. I'm not even sure where he got a master's or if he has a master's degree. But why is it they keep addressing this Paku as doctor? He is not a doctor. He is not a doctor. Now, if NCN is going to be giving the PPP airtime, and of course it is free, then they should do the same for serious opposition political parties. They should do the same for the PNCR, and they should do the same for other serious opposition parties at this time. And so I hope that those in the opposition would file an injunction in the court. If I were in Guyana, well, I can still be here and push for that. But of course, I'm not a lawyer, at least not as yet. One day soon, though. That these are the things that I would have been fighting. Take this corrupt PPP regime, take NCN to court. File an injunction to stop them from playing, stop them from airing any press conference for the PPP unless there's equal level of playing field. I'm not saying that all opposition, because they got a set of them then, all right? But the serious ones, I've said, the serious ones. And you guys know the serious ones, mind you, all right? Sorry about that, guys. I'm not throwing shades at anybody. And so this is an issue that needs to be addressed, because this is desperation on the part of the PPP. Now, speaking of desperation, they're suddenly rushing into Brooklyn. They feel that they feel that people in Brooklyn love them. No, people in Brooklyn do not love them. If you are from Brooklyn and you are upset by Irfan Ali's visit, just type whatever you want to type, upset or whatever. It's okay. And then I hear some Pakus saying that they wanted to go to the protest, but they were afraid, they were scared. What are you afraid of? What are you scared of? This is not Guyana where they shoot and kill protesters, where they murder protesters, where they lock protesters up just like that, where they torture protesters, where they fabricate charges against protesters and all manner of things. So these people and their emotional outbursts, they got to stop with their emotional outburst, because it is not working. They're sounding foolish. Now, these people who are out there are concerned about what is happening back in their country. They are concerned about the discrimination. They're concerned about the victimization. They're concerned about the racism. And they have every right to be concerned. It doesn't matter whether they are there or whether those who are supporting who couldn't make it. But all of us are in solidarity. All of us hold hands with those people who went out there on Wednesday. That was yesterday, to protest. They have done that on our behalf. And for that, I say kudos to all of them. Thank you all for doing what you did. Continue to be brave. Do not allow the corrupt PPP to intimidate you guys. I know they cannot intimidate. They are trying to do so, but I know you guys are stronger than that. And I say this again, the PPP is afraid. Their bumps are raising. It is tickling them, and they are running helter-skelter. They don't know. It's like a tsunami that is running up, creeping up on them. And they got to keep running and running and running until they can't run anymore. Kudos to those folks who went out there to protest for a cause. You're not calling them protesters. They went out there to protest for a cause. Thank you, Miss Booker. Of course, there's some more than foolish who are against this protest. They don't have brains. Sometimes you gotta, social media is a good thing and it's a bad thing. And we know when it's a bad thing. When people just got the opportunity to turn on their camera on Facebook and talk. Sorry that I have to laugh like that. Auntie, what's her name? Waveney from Border Market. And good night to all the folks at Border Market and Stabrook Market. I'm told that they listen to us on big screen TV. Big screen. Back in Guyana, you don't say big screen TV. You say big scream. You realize as you get older, you pronounce some words wrong. You never used to say sandals. As a little boy in the quarantine, I knew it as Sanders. Right? Hey, you're going to buy a Sanders. It's until you get a little older, you realize it's not Sanders, it's sandals. Good night to all of you on the current. Speaking of the quarantine, Alnis Village, Manchester, those areas, Alverston, Big Alnis, and so forth. A guy by the name of Soti. I remember Soti when I was a little boy. Soti died, and so I want to take those who know Soti. Fun-loving guy, at least when we were growing up. He was older than us, but Soti died, and so if any of his relatives watching or any one of you know Soti from Alnis Village, Big Alnis, Salton, and those areas, and Alverston side, Manchester, Lancaster, Liverpool, Adventure, Limlair, and Norney, and Kildonan, and Philippi, thing. Condolences. Rest in peace, Soti. All right. So what else happened there in Brooklyn? Let's see here. Look at what that's the some waterfall. Okay. Them ain't getting my money. That is for sure. Them ain't getting my money. I get $1.32 in my pocket. Them ain't getting that. Nope. Them ain't getting that at all. And what happened inside? What happened inside? What's going on inside there? I got a lot to talk. But these people can represent the interest of us. They don't represent. They represent their own interest. It's about them. It's all about them. Do not be fooled. It's all about them. One lady left Till from New Jersey. Till from New Jersey, she left. Said she bring a proclamation. Ira. She left Till from New Jersey, rushed down to Brooklyn, collect some proclamation from some state senator, and decide that she's going to give Irfan Ali a proclamation about some good work that he's done. Who do these people represent? And she did this on behalf of the Guyanese diaspora in New Jersey. Now I have family and friends and colleagues in New Jersey. She didn't represent them. She represented herself. That is what it's all about. Take a listen to this video, please, guys. Yeah, somebody is mentioning state senator. Y'all don't get tied up, It's state senator. State senator is a different position than a senator. State senator. If you are from New Jersey, did this lady, Ira, did she represent you guys? I don't know. If you're from New Jersey, tell me whether she represented you in some sort of proclamation and give it to Irfan. Meanwhile, y'all know what Irfan regime is doing. These people got to stop with the hypocrisy. They got to stop enabling a corrupt, racist PPP regime. Take a listen to this, please. Take a listen to this. Take a listen to this. This is painful, it's shameful, and it's comical at the same time. Take a listen.
To the cabinet leaders, that they may come to know you as Lord and Savior. I decree, God, your peace. You said, pray for the peace. And I pray for the peace of Guyana. Lord, I pray for the Lord, I decree right now to give him wisdom. Give him wisdom to deal with international issues. And Lord, I decree your anointing and your blessings upon his family and upon Guyana. I pray for the peace of the Middle East, Israel. I pray for the peace in Ukraine. I pray for the peace between Guyana and Venezuela and all the territories that have problems. All God's people say, Amen.
This man's servant has came today from afar distance from Guyana, and I thanking God for him to take him to another level, a standing level, a spiritual level, because what he's doing, what God is doing, is a wonderful thing what God has done. God don't think for this man here, if he stand before the throne of God. I want you all to know this morning, God is here. God is hearing us and seeing me through the president of Guyana.
Welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. But on behalf of the Senator of New Jersey, Brittany N. Timberlake, she sends greetings to you. There's a resolution here that I can't even see going to read it, but it's for the president on behalf of the diaspora living in New Jersey, and Lady Ira is the New Jersey Queen.
We invited the entire African Caribbean diaspora to come to Guyana with the Exim Bank, and I was here. And I brought a delegation of medical doctors and others from the United States. We were with you in the palace there, and we got to see the country. We just want your people to realize that you are promoting Guyana way beyond the Caribbean. The Exim Bank was there. There were stakeholders from everywhere in the world.
While it's important that we focus on tourism, there is something that's near and dear to my heart that I would like to share with you all. I'm the founder of Dorothy's House, which was named after my great-grandmother Dorothy, and our initiative is to shed light on orphanages. And I would like to propose a proposal to you to showcase what Dorothy's House truly wants to do in the
I am saying again, for me and my kids and my friends that I know that are very loyal, stay doing what you're supposed to do. This was ordained. This is not nothing just happened. It was ordained. And you need to lead us and lead us with spirituality. And we're going to continue being with you.
You guys heard for yourselves, right? Y'all see what's going on. If y'all eyes aren't open right now, well, something wrong with y'all. If y'all eyes are not open right now, something is wrong with y'all. That guy said, oh, hold on a second, let's get the award, guys. Come on, yeah, we got to get the award because they don't deserve an applause. They got to get this. You know, when we talk, some of you guys get vexed. The last time, we're told, oh, is a black woman and you can't do that. All manner of things, right? It's just like back in when our African ancestors were enslaved, and some of them were catching the enslaved Africans and taking them to Massa and so forth. Some of them in the field were saying, "Oh no, it's Africa. It doesn't work any longer." You heard those speakers there. You heard those individuals there. While all of these atrocities, all of these bad things are happening in Guyana, and these people embrace these oppressors. Embrace them, hug them up, kiss them up, give them proclamation. And on behalf of the diaspora, the Guyanese diaspora in New Jersey, not on my relatives' behalf, not on my friends' behalf, no, on your own behalf, Lady Ira, the Queen. Sorry about that, guys. I don't want to behave like my friend Waveney there at Border Market. The Queen of New Jersey. Hi, Queen. Hi, Queen Ira. On a serious note, you guys got to be serious. You have to be serious. You cannot. And that one guy that was somebody says Pastor Chester. I don't know who's Pastor Chester. Whatever. That pastor needs somebody. Got to pray for that pastor. Somebody got to pray for that pastor. Let me pray for the pastor right now. Pastor, touch that man, Pastor Chester, whatever his name is. Touch him right now. He is misguided. He doesn't understand what's going on in Guyana. Right now, the people in Linden are punishing as a result of the corrupt, racist PPP regime. Touch the people at Linden right now. Touch the people at Ituni. Touch the people in Kokwani. They are punishing as a result of the racist, corrupt PPP regime. Touch the people in Georgetown, all across Georgetown. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. It doesn't matter if you swing south or you swing by the cathedral. It doesn't matter. Pray for the people of Guyana. The people on the quarantine, punishing Black Bush Polar, Little India up in Skeldon, Corriverton there, Little Africa. The people are punishing the people at Port Moran. Talk to the people at Philippi. Talk to the people at Alice, Manchester, Lancaster, Liverpool, Wim. Talk to them, Alverston. Go right now and talk to them. Talk to the people at Liverpool. Talk to the people at Norney, Limere, Kildonan, Bushland, Maida, Farm. Talk to them. Talk to the people at Brighton, 36 Village, Wellington Park. Talk to them. Talk to the people at Evesham, Epsom, Bengal. Talk to them. Now, for you probably don't know the name because y'all are not, those villages, y'all are not from the quarantine. I'm just showing off. Yeah. Talk to the people in Blackbush, Pola, Mybe, Curie, Lesby, Holland, Johanna. Talk to those people right now. Talk to the people at Kandri. Talk to the people at Rose Hall. Talk to the people at Firish Village. Talk to the people. Talk to them. Go right now or tomorrow at Port Morant Market and talk to the people. Talk to them. Don't go into some little hole and pretend as though that these corrupt PPP regime folks are not digging a bigger hole in Guyana and are burying the people politically and economically. And then they get somebody who call themselves a pastor. These days, any and anybody can just say them a pastor. Any and anybody can say they're beauty queen. Hey, this one more people, beauty queen. Sorry about that, but lots and lots of, false stuff you're seeing. Do not be fooled, guys. So the last time when we said boycott them, some of y'all bumps in the audience raised. Y'all couldn't see the bigger picture. Y'all couldn't see that when you continue to support them, you're emboldening them. You're giving them more strength to hurt you within your community. But it has got to stop, my friends. It has got to stop. Past certain businesses like it doesn't exist. Don't go to people's show. It doesn't exist, guys, because these people, they're going to come and they're going to try to say, well, you know, I'm a woman of peace, you know. Woman of peace? Yeah, I'll make a laugh like my friend waved me from Border Market. Oh, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Y'all got to take a look at this. Y'all think some of these people easy?
Get some of them. They're running, they're coming, and yet they want to abuse people. And look, you feel you can talk to people they know and disrespectful, but look what. She collect the food, and now she's running, coming. 2 more hungry. Look, I'm checking 2 more things. See that? Look, she's running with the food. She's running with it. She's running, yeah. Good. Sanjarine, you should never do that, you know. Why you say that?
Because I gotta rile y'all up. Because listen, the whole thing is that, right?
You don't mind a video, right?
No, yeah, I know. The president is welcoming to anybody, right?
Yeah.
Listen.
Y'all know what she gonna get, right? Now, she said that the so-called president is welcoming to everybody. Why isn't that the case in Guyana, Tangerine, and all the others, the few of those who attended that so-called breakfast, that free breakfast? Why isn't Irfan Ali so accommodating to people in Guyana? He doesn't meet with African groups in Guyana. He doesn't meet with people in Guyana. He doesn't go to Linden to walk around and understand how the people are suffering in Linden. He doesn't go to Blackbush Polo. He doesn't go to Eversham. He doesn't go anywhere. Occasionally, he hops in the helicopter and he flies over to the stadium and stop a cricket match. Burnham never did that. But yet they like call Burnham dictator. Burnham has never done quarter of the things these Pakus are doing right now. Quarter of the things. Look at what's happening in Linden, Tangerine. The people are punishing. Occasionally, Mark Phillips sent 2 Pakus out there and they can do this, they can do that. It's corruption and they continue to punish the people. But yet Irfan Ali comes out to New York, he comes into Brooklyn, and he goes and he sits down and he gets 2 saltfish, bake, that is. Saltfish, bake, that is, at that waterfall or whatever fall or something fall place. And you see the regulars, they're just the same set of people, the same set of faces you see all the time. You don't see no new faces. The same set of people. All the time. The same handful of people who do not make any difference, have no influence over nobody, whether in Brooklyn or in Guyana. Nothing at all. And they're just out for themselves. It is pretty obvious, isn't it? So, Tangerine now, according to what Jason is saying there, she called the people who were protesting outside, saying that they're hungry. And if they're hungry, they get food inside. It is alleged that she said hungry belly or what. I don't know whether that's accurate. She never refuted what Jason Benjamin told her. She never refuted it. But if in fact this woman who has a press pass is going to be insulting people in this manner, then you got to get your insult back. Don't get vexed when people insult you back. Don't get vexed when people are angry at what you say. And then you can't call people hungry or their hungry belly or whatever, if in fact she did that. If in fact, because she never denied when Jason Benjamin told her about that. She never denied it. So the fact that she hasn't denied it, we have to assume that she said it and she got caught. But you cannot call people hungry belly or hungry people when you are the one walking out with 2 boxes of whatever inside, two bags, walking with it, like Arnold Schwarzenegger walking with weights, walking with 2 bags of food and insulting people. How dare you? Like my daughter has a friend from school. How dare you? That's what her friend said. So I say that now. How dare you, Tangerine? How dare you insult people who are standing up for what is right in Guyana? This is not about self and, oh, I did this for Granger. Oh, I did. Oh, come on, walking around with a camera. You did this for Granger. You did that. Look at what you're doing now. Look at what you're doing now. Oh, Father, these people. I'll take a break, guys.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. And while you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fear with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment. And you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up.
Everybody fed up. Everybody fed up. Except those few people. And it's just the same regular suspects all the time, you know. It's just a handful of them. And then some of them walking outside and all them, but we making money. Another pack who are but go with the program, go with the program. Give me a break. All right. Look, listen to this here. Listen to her trying to explain, and she's looking at your press pass.
I have been doing this for every government of Guyana. I work. When Granger was here, I walked down Church Avenue with him. I supported, what he was doing.
Yeah.
I wrote about him. I featured him.
Right.
And I'm doing the same thing for this government.
But
Why would people be hating on me? I'm
So
just kidding with
I don't think they were hating on you. I think it's what you said just now. You understand? Because the truth
I had
is,
to say something to get their attention.
no, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong.
Okay, so she had to say something to get their attention. Oh, Skies, don't tell me Tangerine at the back of your foot heels, they're white. Nah, man, not Tangerine. No. Oh, no. But then again, she can't go and get no oil for that because PDD done buy out all the oil for the foot heels. It look white though. But anyways, let's stick to the subject matter. I don't know, that caught my attention there by Skies. So she is saying that she had to say something to get their attention. You can't tell the people about food and that they're hungry. Not hungry, that they're hungry. And you walking out with 2 big bags of food like that and then saying people hungry. And then now look at the heels. White. PDD should send back some of them, all them baby oil he gone with there, because some people could use a baby oil right now for the foot. Let's continue, guys.
Hear me out. You see, and this is where the problem comes in.
Oh, hold on. This thing is so comical. I like this lady though. She said something that we all would say makes sense. And it's just the way she, peace and love. I said peace and love. And as soon as she go inside the car, go with a big girl. You think I get time with them? I'm hungry. But it's the way she said this peace and love thing, Yaga. She remind me of a vendor friend I have in Guyana. I got lots of vendor friends.
Hear me out. You see, and this is where the problem comes in.
I like your style though. I like your boots. And she takes your pants and tuck it in the cowboy boots, and she bag. What in the bag? What? Let me leave them alone. But they had fun. I like this lady though. She said peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. I don't know who she is, and I'm not like picking on her or whatever. But the bag look heavy though. I ain't gonna lie. The bag look heavy.
Get some of them. They're running, they're coming. Yeah, they want to abuse people. And look, if you feel you can talk to people they know and disrespectful, but look what. She collect the food, and now she's running, coming. 2 more hungry. Look, I'm checking 2 more things. See that? Look, she's running with the food. She's running with it. She's running, yeah. Yeah, good. Sandrine, you should never do that, you know. Why you say that?
Because I gotta rise y'all up. Because listen, the whole thing is that, right?
You're mind a video, right?
No, yeah, I know. The president is welcoming to anybody, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm with the press, and I have been doing this for every government of Guyana. I work. When Grange was here, I walked down Church Avenue with him. I supported, what he was doing. I wrote about him. I featured him.
Right.
And I'm doing the same thing for this government.
But
Why would people be hating on me? I was just kidding with
I don't
people
think they were hating on you. I think it's what you said just now. You understand? Because the truth
I had
is,
to say something to get their attention.
no, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong.
She had to say something to get their attention by insulting them and telling them that they're hungry. But I hope that she would understand that I have to say this to get her attention about her heels. It's white. It's Father, forgive me. Father, please forgive me. We'll take a break.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout, and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how evil set up.
Look how evil set up. Look how evil set up. Good night to Tangerine anyways. Reality will kick in. And when reality kicks in, we see a different story, a different drum. We hear different prayers and all these different things. But for now, it's prayers out of opportunistic reasons, sucking up just for self and what they can. Some folks feel that it's okay to suck up for a piece of land. Some suck up for nothing. And I really do mean that. Some just suck up. Let me know what they're sucking up for. Peace. Peace.
President and the cabinet leaders, that they may come to know you as Lord and Savior. I decree, God, your peace. You said pray with a peace. And I pray with the peace of Guyana. Lord, I pray with the Lord, I decree right now to give him wisdom. Give him wisdom to deal with international issues. And Lord, I decree your anointing and your blessings upon his family.
Man, like I feel like crying. That man you asking for wisdom? That man, 19 fraud charges, that man who can do nothing to his man?
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su,
that man? Y'all praying for that man? And look, the same man that they praying for an international this, y'all let the pastor Chester, Wester, Lester, whatever his name is, let him listen to this.
How old are you? I'm 28, sir. And where do you live? In Kitty. You own your own home? Not as yet. Applied for a house lot? Not yet. Well, sit down. You're not participating.
In other words, shut up. That's what he's telling a young man. Shut up. Those are that so-called breakfast meeting. I didn't see some of them that I know. I didn't see them there. I wonder if they just stayed in the background somewhere else. But I didn't see them there. But it's just a handful of people. It's not a success story. They had so many people outside protesting. And I say kudos to those folks who were outside protesting. They represented all of us. You guys did a great job. You represented all Guyanese, and pass certain stores, run past those stores with flying colors, run far from them. Save all your money. Save, I repeat, save all your money. Save it. What else we can touch on before we go tonight? We already spoke about the corruption. Speaking of corruption at NCN and what the PPP is doing, this is what's happening. This is what's happening at NCN. This is what's happening. 6 staff, within the month of September, 6 staff of NCN walked off the job. 6 of them, including the HR, said to be the HR manager, a lady by the name of Lizette Nurse, walked off the job at NCN, walked off the job. Accusations, and the allegations are, look, allegations. Water shortage frequently, days water shortage. They're accusing the CEO of running NCN poorly, like it's a family and friends owned business. And they're accusing the CEO of NCN, Nia Soban, as being very, quote unquote, very racist. That's the accusations being leveled against him, not by me, but by workers at NCN. It continues. The individuals are saying, then there is Kwame McCoy employing lots of young men. Young men, Kwame, employing young men. I repeat, young men with no experience, none whatsoever, none whatsoever. Chaos, corruption, and NCN is like a madhouse. NCN is like a madhouse. Messages upon messages. NCN is a mess right now. Kwame is set to be hiring a bunch of men, and read between the lines, a bunch of men with no experience. At least they don't have to have that sort of experience with the mic. Not at NCN's mic. Corruption is rampant right there at NCN. Not just the Guyana Marketing Corporation, not just the Ministry of Agriculture, and so forth and so on. Too much corruption, guys. And so for those people who attended that meeting, those people, to say that Irfan Ali means well for Guyana, something is wrong with them. Or if something is not wrong with them, it is more self-interest. That is what it is about. And now let me address the issue of those local politicians in Brooklyn, those local politicians, state senator and so forth and so on. I was told that state senator, and you guys, when you say, you don't say senator, it's state senator. There's state senator, lower, way lower than a U.S. senator. And so Roxanne Prasad is a state senator. The other guy who spoke there, I don't know who he is, probably nothing big, but he is claiming that they went down on some fact-finding mission. Now, when you go down on a fact-finding mission, it has got to be independent. You cannot go down on a fact-finding mission to find out if a government that is being accused of racism and corruption and so forth and discrimination, they cannot be your host. They cannot provide police vehicles to drive you here, drive you there, escort you there. They cannot pay for some of the trips to go to Kiteshire Falls and to go here and to go there. They should not be doing that, because if a corrupt government does that to elected officials in a foreign land, well, then that has to be investigated. Whether they took any sort of gifts from the government of Guyana, if we want to call them that, whether those politicians in the United States of America those in Brooklyn, whether they took any gifts, any form of money, any sort of donation from the foreign PPP regime. Whether their trips to Kaichor Falls or wherever they went, whether those trips and those sort of excursion that they were on was anyway paid for or organized by the government of Guyana. Those are some serious questions that I'd love to look into. And so when State Senator Roxanne Prasad and one or two others, because the bulk majority of elected officials in Brooklyn didn't go. 99% of them didn't go. And you cannot have State Senator Roxanne Prasad saying that there was some sort of fact-finding mission, walk around, ting around, take a little picture, go back to your old school, go back to your old village. It's not fact-finding mission. You cannot have a fact-finding mission in 48 hours, sport up and walk out, and then come back and say everything is honky-dory. Something is wrong when these people speak. Something is wrong. Now, this is nothing personal against Roxanne Prasad. Absolutely nothing. I know the state senator. She seems to be a nice person. But on this occasion, she is obviously being misled or just doesn't give a damn about whether she's being misled or not. And that is where, for me, there is a big red flag. A huge red flag right there, right there. And so when you guys go out to vote for politicians, if somebody comes to you and say that they want your vote, whether it's in Brooklyn or wherever, be careful as to who you give your vote to. Don't be sympathetic to them because they might be Democrats. Just do not be sympathetic because they're going to use your vote, your X that you put there for them, and they're going to turn around and hurt you. Because in the long run, when you look at some of these local elected officials in Brooklyn, some of them, they're not working in your interest. They no longer care about you. They are more concerned about their self-interest. And they believe that embracing corrupt governments around the world, in this case, Guyana, corrupt, racist government in Guyana, they feel it is more beneficial. Apparently, it is more beneficial to them. And so you can cry how much you want to cry. Now, on the issue of this proclamation given to Irfan Ali by a state senator in New Jersey, or a senator or whomever that Lady Ira represented, quote unquote, represented. Now, you just don't take proclamation and dash it just like that to foreign leaders. There ought to be a process. And when these proclamations are being given away just like cash grants, you got to stop for a moment. You got to pause and you have to ask this question. What was the real purpose of a citation or a proclamation from a state senator or a senator's office in New Jersey, given, according to Lady Ira, given to Irfan Ali? What was the reason? Just like that, you just go in, on whose behalf? And since when the diaspora in New Jersey appointed Lady Ira to represent their interest, and that Lady Ira feels comfortable to say publicly that she is giving a proclamation from the senator on behalf of the Guyanese diaspora in New Jersey. Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong, and it has got to stop. We already know what it's about. Let's not be fooled, guys. We already know what it's about. Self-interest. That is what it's about. And then they're gonna type each other. There's Bencham don't wear tea. I don't wear tea. Remember Bencham, they come over by we for a plate of food. You remember when they feed him before he eat a nice piece of roti or bacon, all kind of thing they gonna talk. Remember when Bencham they hustle the girl? All sort of thing they gonna talk, right? Because they want to divert the attention of their wrongdoings. They're eating the king's meat and they're selling the people out in the struggle. And the same people that they're selling out, they expect those same people within the community to support them. When Lady Ira holds a party and thing, let Irfan Ali and all of them go to her parties. Then they go because she supports them. She doesn't support us. She supports them. Then people open their store, their restaurant or whatever, and they support the enemies. Let the enemies go and buy from them. That's all. If that's how they're going to play the politics, I'm going to pass certain stores and I'm going to say, God has instilled in me. He didn't ordain me, but he instilled in me to walk past them store. Fast, 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 fast. Fast, fast, fast. Walk past the store. Anyways, way past my time here on Straight Up 107.1 FM. God is telling me that I have to go now. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Right here on 107.1 FM. God bless you guys. God bless our beautiful country, Guyana. And one day, very soon, the punishment will be all gone. In 2025, the people can't take it no more. They're fed up of the PPP regime. No matter what those few enablers think, there are more of us against the few of them. And they can never win. Righteousness will always prevail over evil people and an evil and wicked political empire in Guyana. I'm out of here. God bless you. For those who are celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you. If a loved one has gone on, our sympathies with you. If you're celebrating a wedding anniversary, we are with you. If you're celebrating a divorce, well, people don't celebrate divorce, do they? All right. Love you guys. God bless.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public face. Then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how we go set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fair with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment. And you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows. One set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup. Look how evil set up.
You could probably on the maritime area give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So you make a slight concession in the maritime area.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
running, coming, and yet they want to abuse people. And look, you feel you can talk to people they know and disrespectful, but look what, she collect the food, and now she running, coming, two more hungry. Look, I'm checking, two more things, see that? Look, she running with the food, she running with it, she running, yeah, God. Sandrine, you should have never do that, you know. Why you say that?
Because I gotta write y'all up. Because listen, the whole thing is that, right?
Your mind of video, right?
No, yeah, I know. The president is welcoming to anybody, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm with the press, and I have been doing this for every government of Guyana. I work. When Grange was here, I walked down Church Avenue with him. I supported, what he was doing. I wrote about him. I featured him. And I'm doing the same thing for this government.
But
why would people be hating on me? I was just kidding with
I don't think they were hating on you. I think it's what you said just now. You understand? Because the truth is,
say something to get their attention.
No, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. But listen, hear me out. Hear me, you see, and this is where the problem comes in. You feel that you can tell people anything, and that is unacceptable. We have to learn to respect one another and speak neutrally with each other. But for you to,
are they respecting the president?
we're talking to you. The president gotta do things to earn the respect, but you can't come and tell the people they're hungry belly dogs and go inside and get food and all them things and so on. And y'all look hungry. You look hungry. That's how you look. You understand? Come on, man. Let's stay focused, man. Stay focused. You have a good day and drive on. And make sure you eat and be satisfied.